If you still think scarves are just for warmth, you are leaving so much style on the table. Because this one piece, it can ground a look or completely transform it. And this year especially, it's having a moment again. But not as you know it. Welcome back. If you watch the style reset, you already know. Style isn't about having more. It's about using what you have better. And scarves, this is exactly that piece. Because the way you tie it, place it, or even think about it can completely shift how your outfit feels. So let me show you what I mean. Let's start with a simple idea. Take your scarf, make a knot, and simply tie it at the wrist, or higher up in the arm if you prefer. And immediately, something shifts. It's not just decoration, it adds texture to a plain outfit. It ties the whole look together. It almost feels like a bracelet or a cuff, but softer. And suddenly, that very minimal outfit feels considered. If you're testing the waters, a small scarf simply rolled and tied at the neck like this might be your best bet. For this, I like a colorful one, preferably replicating one color in the accessories to tie everything together. It works particularly well with monochromatic looks like khaki, for example. So simple, yet so creative. I've shown you the outer before. This time I'm tying it two different ways still. First, tie it as an asymmetric top across the body, starting from a simple base, a tank top, and black straight leg pants. And look at what that does. It creates this really beautiful, slightly unexpected layer. I finished with the yellow muse to replicate one of the colors of the scarf. Now this one, I'll admit, at first it felt like a little try-hard, but the more I played with it, the more it started to make sense. So fold this card and place it loosely around your neck. Nothing too perfect. Then bring the ends down and secure them with a belt. And just look at that. I first tried with a structured belt and it didn't quite work. A softer one sitting just below the bando feels much more natural. And if you feel confident, you can absolutely wear it on its own. It's playful, a little clever, and it's another way to let the scarf do the heavy lifting in your outfit. What do you think? Now, let's move it down. What I love here is the playful clash between top and bottom. Up top, the silhouette is serious and grounded. Down below, a jolt of color, keeping things lively. We're so used to adding interest on the top half. This one shifts the focus entirely. You get friction, you get balance. That's what makes it feel alive. Obviously, it would work with a blazer too, but if you want to dial up the sexy, a bodysuit would be perfect. For this, take a trench, something we've all worn 100 times. Don't just throw the scarf over your shoulders. Here I'm actually using a pareo, tied so that the fringe falls at the front. And suddenly, it's not boring anymore. It has presence and it feels much more intentional. The difference between getting dressed and making an entrance. This one is quieter, but don't underestimate it. Tie it almost like you would a tie, slightly off center if you want a bit of edge. It draws the eyes up. The black looks elongates everything, while the scarf interrupts the blackness and adds this subtle sense of rebellion. It's a stylish way to wear a cotton scarf, and it doesn't feel predictable at all. I've shown this before as well, but it's worth repeating. Wrap it tightly around your waist. This time I'm wearing a peplum shirt, which I find even more interesting to use to highlight the waist even further. I actually don't mind leaving the ends loose, but you can hide them if you want to. This is one of those small changes that make a big difference. For this, you need a large scarf, not perfectly aligned, not too neat, just enough asymmetry to break that tailored line. And instantly the whole thing gets dramatic. The structure of the suit is still there, but now it has movement. The print brings a bit of play, a bit of rhythm, something super unexpected against all the discipline. It's that contrast that makes it interesting. Because now it's not just a suit, it feels styled, personal. Now let's bring in texture. Wear a fur foulard as a color, and suddenly it's soft, it's glam, it's a little unexpected, it doesn't blend into the outfit, it interrupts it. And that's exactly why it works. And this is a completely different direction. Take a scarf and add a brooch, maybe one, maybe a few, preferably in contrasting color. Place them slightly off center, not too perfectly. And instantly it changes the energy. You get a bit of spark or a bit of structure, but it still feels controlled. It's detailed, intentional. And it's also a really beautiful way to reinvent scarves you already have, without buying anything new. And here I have a large scarf tied right at the waistband, slightly off-center. Not too perfectly, just enough tension to hold everything together while you're still moving as you walk. And that's where the whole look shifts, because the cape gives you drama, the pants and the shoes bring the energy, but the scarf is what connects it. It softens the structure, adds movement, and pulls your eye exactly where it needs to go. It's doing the styling work very precisely. And if you don't want to look dated in 2026, tie a scarf like this. Not like this. Something trend forward that doesn't take you too far out of your comfort zone. It accentuates your waist in the most elegant way. It goes with everything from coats to shirts, by the way. Go for a colorful pattern if you're feeling playful and bold. Stick to neutrals for an understated approach, as seen as Ferragamo. Most women think scarves are just practical, something you add when you need it, or wear it the boring way, the traditional way. But when you start using them with purpose, everything shifts. The ordinary stops feeling ordinary. A white shirt, jeans, we've all worn that. But add one scarf, just one, and suddenly the whole look changes. Not because the outfit is different, but because you're styling it differently. And that's the shift. So go grab a scarf from your closet right now. Try one of these. See how it feels. And if you do, let me know in the comment section. I really want to see how you make it your own. And now, a scarf does make you feel slightly invisible. Scarves aren't mere accessories. They're tools, they're statements, they're leverage. So use them. Push them a little further than you normally would. And let your outfit say something before you do. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.